Oh my goodness. Hi, stream. I'm still currently trying to get into BJ's instead of peopling clothes, but that's fine. Everything's fine. This is why I don't have video. Because I do dumb stuff like start my stream before I'm done changing. Because I want to get on the stream. Intelligence at its finest, y'all. Intelligence. Okay. Well, I didn't expect to be able to stream today, but here we are. So it is officially, technically, 6 hours until I turn 23. To be completely technical, it's more like, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21 hours until I turn 23 for like the actual time that I was born, but we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna deal with the technicalities. Technicalities, schmechnicalities. I'm hot. It is very hot outside. My dogs are hot. My dogs are also freaked out because lovely person decided to freak them out with loud banging of car exhaust. And now my dog won't even go to the bathroom outside. Which is real fun because she needs to go to the bathroom. But anyways, I'm probably also going to plug my fan in and put it in the window because it's starting to cool off outside. It's at least cooler out there than it is in here. Hey, everybody's on. I wasn't even looking at my screen. Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's a bacon and it's a Dante's. Hi. I was like monologuing to myself, not even looking at my screen. Ay, ay, ay. I'm something today. My migraine is through the roof, and I am very overstimulated from dealing with a lot of family members. So I'm like, I don't know what to do now. We got a photo with 4 generations of women in my family. Well, I use the term woman loosely about myself, but female human beings in my family, because I got to see my great-gram, and then my mom was with me, obviously, and then me. Goddamn, 33 Fahrenheit? Give me your weather. That would be perfect. I would still be in a t-shirt and shorts. That would be amazing. Amazing. It's like 80 Fahrenheit for me right now. It's fall. It's supposed to be in the 60s, and it's like in the 80s, and I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I'm trying to like plug in my mini fan too, but my mini fan's gonna be obnoxiously loud, so I probably just have to deal without it, which is fun. You can probably hear my dog obnoxiously panting. But that's partially anxiety for her right now. Oh, baby. Outside freaked you out. Oh, poor girl. It's alright. You're okay. You're okay, honey. It's okay. Everything's okay. You're safe. Everything's fine. I need to open my stream manager so I can see your chats instead of just on the screen. There we go. My phone's at 4%. Can it charge, please? It's gonna charge. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what like keeps happening, and it's really annoying, is like constant like heat and then temperature drop and then heat and then temperature drop. It keeps happening here too. We had we're supposed to be, like I said, in the 60s because it's fall right now, and we had the 60s and like 30 degrees at night, which was fantastic, let me tell you that much. I love fall weather, and honestly even winter weather. I'm more of a like, I'd rather be cold than hot, because when I'm hot I have heat intolerance issues and get really fainty and stuff. Versus when I'm cold, I can just bundle up, honestly, who cares? So, and I mean, my family is just really warm-blooded. My dad can still be outside barefoot in this weather, not this weather, in like 15 or less degrees Fahrenheit. Oh yeah, I believe you 100% about that. The, something happening with the seasoning, seasoning, jeez, I can't English evidently either. I agree, the seasons are whack. They've been whack. I would take either of y'all's weather over mine. The world seasoning, yes. Yes. I am scatterbrained. Oh my god. My Grenna, who's my great-grandmother. I call my grandmother Mimi and my great-grandmother Grenna. My Grenna is super sweet and super awesome to be around, and she's super chill. My Mimi... Oh, okay, I'll exit this then so I can join your world. My Mimi, however, is something else. She's not a bad person. She's just one of those people that's like super draining to be around because you have to really watch how you present yourself and what you say because she's kind of really judgmental, which means I don't spend very much time with her because I'm selective about, yes, we play the newest version of Bedrock. I'm very selective about who I'll give my time to when it comes to spending time around people that drain me, whether they're family or not. Hey, party. Notifications. What is downloading? Oh, SAR update. Okay. Yeah, so I normally don't spend much time with her, but it's almost my birthday and my mom wanted to go see her, so I went to see her. Is it gonna let me in the party? Is it gonna let me in the party? Yeah, there you are, I can hear you. Hi. So yeah, I saw my Greta and my Mimi, and then I saw my little cousins and my grandpa. My grandpa's just a cranky old man. He's really nice though, I love him. But it was an interesting day and I'm scatterbrained. Yeah, it's like not fun. Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. Seven hours would be way too much for a birthday party for me. No thanks. That's what I'm going to be dealing with this weekend, and I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, I am, because I love that side of my family a lot, but god, they're exhausting after, like, I'll be there for over 12 hours, and it's not going to be fun. Also, Vacant, I agree. They are very fun to get talking. My grandpa's real fun to get talking. He's, like, backwoods, loves hunting, loves fishing, you know, loves all the remedies and herbalism, is, like, has signs in his house that are, like, due to rising electric costs, the light at the end of the tunnel has been shut off. Sorry for the inconvenience. Just random sarcastic stuff. And, like, pet all animals and stuff like that. He's fun. I don't know how I survived 12 hours, honey. I don't know. It's probably gonna be longer than that, but I don't know. I'm probably going to be leaving my house at like 9 in the morning or earlier, and I probably won't be home until after midnight. I don't know if Dante's is able to be heard because he might be on the PS app instead of PlayStation, or he might have his settings changed. Yeah, he's on the PlayStation app, so he will not be able to be heard, but that's okay. Yeah, growing up in the country is fun, and I definitely think he would be an interesting person to have as a friend. I love him to death. He's super sweet. He's like, he lives in like a trailer home with a porch, and he's always like, my porch is always open, and you just go and sit, and he talks about random stuff. He was showing me photos of like animals he's found the last couple weeks, and next week he's going up north to northern New Hampshire and northern Vermont to look for moose and bear, so fun times. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I know, Vacant, I'm super jealous because my ma lives up north by the mountains and she sees moose all the time now, and I've very rarely seen them where I live, and it's so sad. They're so interesting to see. Oh my gosh, why won't my phone stay charging? Me, see. Yeah, they're interesting, but definitely don't mess with them. Like, they're interesting from a distance. There was one back when I was a kid that was like on our playground at our school, which made no sense because it was in the middle of town, and they did like a full school lockdown because they did not want anyone messing with the moose and making it angry at all. So we had a full lockdown procedure, like when someone breaks into the school, until they managed to get the moose to clear out of the playground. Oh yeah, and like if you hit one of them with a car, they're gonna be just fine. Your car's gonna be wrecked. Like, or if you're in like a normal small car and they're full grown, you could straight just go underneath them, which is ridiculous. Sure, it was wild. Their biggest enemy is the killer whale. Damn, that's actually really interesting. I didn't know that. That makes sense, because, like, I don't know how they would have many enemies. Those things are amazing. Yeah, they can. I've always looked for them around where I live, because they are, you know, common in New Hampshire a lot in general. And there's plenty of areas near where I live where there's, like, swamps and stuff, which they like to frequent. And there's, like, signs where it's, like, moose crossing and stuff, but I've never managed to see them. And then my mom spent like a week living up north and immediately had seen like 5 of them and kept sending me pictures, and I was so jealous. I don't know, I just like seeing wildlife, but definitely from a distance when it comes to moose. I don't have the urge to wrestle a bear. I would probably hug a bear, I'm stupid. My grandpa and I were actually talking about bears today, because we were talking about how, like, it's always the smallest animals in the forest that make the absolute amount of ruckus, and then he used to go outside, he used to go, like, hunting and stuff, and he would have bears straight up just sneak up on him. He didn't even know they existed. They'd just kind of look at him for a minute, and he'd look at them, and then they'd just walk away. Yeah, can I pet that dog? Yeah, we have, like, black bears here, and black bears are pretty known to be mostly chill unless you, like, disturb them or they're, like, mama bears. Yeah, pretty much. If you're, like, near their kids or if you're, like, super pissing them off, they can definitely harm you really easily, but otherwise they kind of leave you alone. That's so interesting that you guys have, like, all 3. I haven't seen a brown bear in real life before. Yeah, polar bears are terrifying. What is wrong with my phone today? Why is it not using my ringer? Yeah. Fair. I had to take my pills. I am listening. Yeah, polar bears are really, really cute to look at and, like, really interesting to look at, but goddamn, they're vicious. I would rather mess with a grizzly bear 10 times over than polar bears. Yeah, and like Bacon said, they're insane trackers too. Like, they know what's going on. Black bears will track you and stuff, but, like, unless you're really messing with them or their kids, they don't care. They're just like, huh, what are you? My grandpa's had, like, 1 billion of them that he's been really close with. He's like, I've had them, like, closer than 6 yards away from me all the time, and they just kind of stare at you for a while and then move about their day. And he's like, and the freakiest part is they're hundreds of pounds and they make less noise than a damn chipmunk does in the forest. On the topic of animals, yes. Dolphins have definitely committed many war crimes. Yeah, black bears are large dogs. They're like giant puppies. We used to have a mama bear and her cubs around our house when we were, when I was very little, on one of the houses that I lived at, and we'd watch them all the time. My grandpa has a couple black bears that like to come eat from his bird feeders all the time and stuff. They're famous for that. We had a black bear at my dad's house that literally bent the cast iron feeder pole to the ground and took the bird feeder and brought it across the road and everything. Oh yeah, my ma wouldn't let us out the door at all if we saw the mama and the babies around. Like, we could watch them, but we ain't going anywhere near them. We ain't messing with that. I was talking about how I've been kind of freaked out when I go outside at night at my apartment complex, because I'll hear like really loud rustling in the trees and I can't figure out what it is. And then I'm like, but I'm also kind of calmed down by it being so loud, because I know damn well it's something small making that much noise, because like deer and bear and everything make barely any noise in the forest at all. It's when you get into the small critters like friggin' coons and opossums and all of them that start making ruckus all the time. Hell, even squirrels make ruckus more than anything else. So I just like cautiously watch the woods and wait for the rustling to go away and then go about my night. That's really cool. I'll actually have to, I think I've seen like online stuff about the Kodiak bear sometimes. A lot of stories. Yeah, scare off humans and stuff. I already told my mom and my dad the next time I see an opossum, I'm straight up picking it up. I don't care. It's actually very unlikely for them to bite you because they're so like predominantly trying to scare people off. They'd rather play dead or just keep their mouth wide open like they're going to bite you 9 times out of 10. And it's not like you're gonna get rabies. They can't contract rabies, so who cares? If it does bite me, oh well. It's the same attitude I have towards picking up snakes that are non-venomous that are outside. If it bites me, whatever. It's my fault. I'll still keep holding it until it stops biting me. I don't care. Don't get near a wolverine. Yeah, I'm all set with messing with wolverines. I'm glad they don't exist up here. I don't mess with skunks either, because I definitely do not want to be sprayed. They're cute as hell, but I don't want to be sprayed. My dog once tried to be best friends with a skunk and gave me a heart attack. I was walking her, like, probably over 2 years ago now. She was still pretty young. And we used to go on walks every night at, like, 10 or 11 o'clock at night, because that's when it was quietest in the neighborhood, and, like, we could just take a walk without having to worry about traffic or people or anything. And all of a sudden, she does a big old play bow out of nowhere into the darkness. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I shine my flashlight, and there's a skunk not even 2 feet from her face just staring at her. And I'm like, we are moving on. I'm not getting you sprayed at this time of night. Move. It does not want to be your friend, honey. You're not playing with a skunk. I'm sorry. Hate to be the party pooper here. There's another one that likes to hang around here. I used to joke that skunks were stalking me, because every time I went on a walk, I'd see like 4 or 5 of them. And then there used to be one that would come up on like the stoops of our apartments here, because there used to be like flowers and pots at certain apartments, and it would just come up and like get in the flowers some and then walk away. Honey badgers are also vicious. Oh, Dante's left. Sad. Honey badgers are definitely also very vicious creatures. I find them very interesting though. I like love and hate going to zoos, because I like seeing all the animals that you don't get to see around here and stuff, but it's also like sad because, you know, a lot of zoos keep them in like really crappy conditions and stuff. So it just like, and a lot of times you can tell they're just like stressed, miserable animals, and it's sad. Dancing, dancing dinosaur. Dancing, dancing dinosaur. But yeah, there's officially less than 6 hours until I turn 23, I guess. Like I was saying when I started, it's kind of less than 6 hours, but it's also like a lot more, because I was technically born at like 3 p.m. or something. So, yay, cuddles. Oh. tried to stop myself because I saw that they popped the thingy. Oh, goodness. I can never land this jump, and I landed it first try last time, and then they took it away because they killed me. Dancing, dancing dinosaurs. Dancing dinosaurs. I'm very far behind, but it's okay. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow at all, honestly. I don't have any plans as of yet. Big plans for the world, yeah. If you want to play, I can get off the server anytime. Whoa. Finish line. I'm gonna get third. I got third, first try. Okay, I just finished, so I will leave the server. Dancing, dancing dinosaurs, dancing, dancing dinosaurs. I did just take my meds when I said I was, right? What day of the week is it today? Tuesday? It's Tuesday, I think. Yes, I took it. Okay. Sometimes I say I'm taking my meds and then I don't take them, so I have to like double, triple check. One store I would love to live without for the rest of my life would be Walmart. But also not really, because they're like the cheapest prices in my area, but god, they're so overwhelming to be in, and the workers are always terrible at my local Walmart. And it's just, ugh, it's a lot. It's a lot. I had to fight, not really fight, but I had to deal with a worker today because they also can't like keep their prices correct. So the online prices are always different than the in-store prices, which is totally fine. It happens. It's whatever, you know, it happens at a lot of big chain stores. But you have to ask someone to change the price to match the online price, and they'll usually be super picky about like when they will do it and when they won't do it, or like depending on who you get, they'll say they can't match what's online pricing even though it's in their policy, and it's just a hassle. Most of the time I don't even bother because it's just a few dollars difference and I don't feel like talking to humans over a couple dollars. But today I had to, because I had a specific budget that I calculated based off the online pricing, so I had to like have it be the online pricing or I didn't have enough money for it, which was blah. I'm sorry that you accidentally broke your PSP. PSPs were great. I wonder if my dad's still works. I'll have to ask him about that. I used to use it a lot as a kid. He used to, instead of like, so I grew up in the era of having like the movie screens in cars and stuff once in a while. We had like 2 cars ever that had that, and I loved it. But I also started like using the portable game systems a lot too. My dad used to let me use his PSP, and then after a while he got me a DS to use. Whoa! What are you making? Expansion of the house. It looks cool. Dancing, dancing dinosaurs, dancing, dancing. Also, if I can average more than 3 viewers, 3 more times in the next 30 days, I can qualify for affiliate. So that's sick. I still don't qualify for VIP yet because I haven't had 5 different chats in the same stream, which is sad. I can go collect some wood because it looks like you're gonna need a bunch of wood for this project, unless you have a bunch. I'm gonna go see if you have a bunch. Where's your chests? Barrels. You don't have a bunch. I'll go get some wood. Yeah, I'll probably give VIP to you and to Vacant. And I will replace saplings, because I know you're replacing saplings as well. Oh yeah, you can only have one or the other. Okay. I didn't realize that. That's smart. Oh, also Dante, since you're mod, if I ever forget to, there's a command for when I take a break from stream, like if I go to the bathroom and go make tea, it's just !break, and it's just a little message that I'm on a break from stream. Usually I remember to do it, but it's on, like, mods or higher are the only ones that can use the command, so if you ever have to, you can. Because sometimes I forget. But it's just a little message. It's like, Jax is on a break. Here's some wood. Dancing, dancing dinosaurs. Dancing, dancing dinosaurs. My headache is ridiculous. It's probably a migraine again, to be honest. I might actually use my migraine treatment tonight so I don't have a migraine all day tomorrow when I'm trying to enjoy the day. I don't know what I'm going to enjoy. I don't really have anything planned. Oh god, I forgot to take stuff out for dinner today and tomorrow. Damn it. You can rejoin voice chat anytime. You don't have to if you don't want to, or if you like can't or anything. No pressure. I probably do have to pause for a second in a minute so I can go downstairs and take stuff out of the freezer. Whoopsies. I had to have Chinese food today. I mean, Americanized Chinese food, but Chinese food nonetheless. For some reason they had fried sushi, so I tried that, which was an interesting experience. I didn't mind the texture, but the flavor wasn't great because it was a type of sushi I don't really like that much. Either that or it was like one of the ingredients really bugged me. I don't know. I genuinely like gagged, and I don't gag from food very often, so I was very confused because it wasn't a bad texture, and usually texture's the stuff that makes me gag when it comes to food. I gotta join the voice chat. Notifications. Join. Okay. Joining, joining, joining. There it is. Hi. No worries. Dancing, dancing dinosaurs. Dancing. I gotta remember to catch some of these Pokemon, but I haven't. Dancing, dancing dinosaurs. Dancing, dancing dinosaurs. Dancing, dancing dinosaurs. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I'm gonna eat an apple, even though I don't need to eat an apple. 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 Because I can English. Hello, bee. Can I make a bee farm? I want to make a bee farm. No, but there's cobblestone in this chest. I just saw it. There's a bunch of it in this one. I got to catch more of the Pokemon, but I keep forgetting. How gay am I tonight, stream? Tell me how gay I am. exclamation mark. I'm trying to type upside down and it's confusing my brain. My phone's upside down and I can't comprehend. How much does it say? 194. Heck yeah. Almost maximum gay. 10 out of 10. Yeah, that's a fair wish. Living alone and being able to just exist is very nice. I haven't ever done so in my life, but, you know. I've, like, been alone in places that I live before, but I've never, like, lived completely alone. Because I used to, like, house sit a lot or be left alone when my parents and my family was out and stuff, but... yeah. Saying tiny that many times about it being broken makes me think it's a lot more than a tiny bit broken. I am on the mission of collecting wood and replanting trees. Why is it being loud? I was concerned for my PlayStation's health last night when I was trying to play Among Us. Why were you angry? No, I'm glad. I was so excited when so my mom had to bring me home semi-early because it gets dark sooner, and she's trying to get home before it's super dark out, which isn't gonna succeed because she still isn't gonna get home for another, hour. Oh no, she should be home in actually, 10 minutes, and it's not quite fully dark out. But, she was, trying to rush to get home so she wasn't driving in the dark, because she hates driving in the dark. And, she brought me home, and then he's like, yeah, I'm not home yet, and I was like, oh, yay, and then he's like, but I'm coming home, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then he gets here, and he just, hands me the dog leashes and goes, okay, I'm going back out, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm getting on my PlayStation then. Hi, welcome to the stream. How are you today? I heard you. Yeah. Definitely reasonable. I forgot what all my commands are. The 8-ball hates me. I am okay. I am honestly very overstimulated, but we're vibing and playing Minecraft, because why not? I need to just watch that movie so I stop humming the song to it all the time. Yes. Yes. Oh. Oh. So I can go find sand then, so that we have glass. Go on a mission. Thank you. Alright, let's go find sand. Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky. Little Einsteins. You. You. I don't know. No! I love that. You're not 3 people. I just don't know who the other 2 would be. Ow. I just fell in a hole. Can't let me do anything. I don't know. I'm not surprised. I am. Whoa. I slept okay. I got an actual decent amount of sleep for once. I slept for like 7 hours. Damn, I'm glad you got a little catch up on sleep. That's good. Yeah, I slept for like, I was supposed to be able to sleep for like 8 hours, but I woke up wide awake after like 7 hours and just kind of didn't bother going back to sleep because I laid there with my eyes closed and couldn't fall asleep for ages, so I just kind of opened my eyes and stared at my ceiling until my alarm started going off. Because even if I wake up early, I'll still wait until the absolute last minute to get out of bed because it's comfy laying there. I don't want to get up. Yeah. Yeah. I'm guilty of doing that if I don't have stuff to do. If my alarm goes off and I don't have anything to actually do, I'll just be like, yeah, whatever. But I had stuff to do today because I woke up at like 7 something and my mom was supposed to be there at like 10:45, and I still had to get up and get ready and get the dogs food and get the dogs out and all that, so I was like, I may as well get up early. Yeah, anything with alcohol counts with sobriety. People even mess up their sobriety on accident sometimes with, like, there's, like, cooking lines and stuff that still have alcohol to them and stuff like that. And, like, even kombucha and stuff that people like to drink actually has a percentage of alcohol in it because of the fact that it's fermented. So, a lot of interesting stuff. What hurts? Are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's what happens to me with cracking my back, because cracking my back helps sometimes, but I can't get it to crack on my own. I have to have someone, like, forcefully squeeze me. I'm sorry. My father's the worst person to ask when I need my back cracked, because he just, like, picks me up underneath my arms and straight lifts me off the ground so my back, like, extends itself, and it's not a nice time. It's like an inversion table without having to be in the inversion table. Because I'm sad that you're in pain. And I don't like that you're in pain, and I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's still not fair. Not fair. I have not found sand yet, but I found a bunch of wood. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have to fix my posture too. I'm not great with my posture. Yeah. I really like inversion tables, but they're terrible to do on your own because, like, you can physically get stuck in them. So you have to have someone that spots you. Inversion tables, you literally, like, strap yourself in, and then strap yourself in by your ankles, and the table flips so that you're hanging by your ankles to, like, release all the tension and everything in your back. That's cool. Yeah, understandable. I lose flexibility really easily. I'm hypermobile, so, like, I still have a decent range of flexibility at all times, whether I'm stretching or not. But when I'm consistently stretching, I have a lot of flexibility, and I've lost a lot of it, and it, like, pisses me off because I'm used to having that flexibility. So it's like, ugh. I have to get back into stretching. I just don't. It's not like, it's weird because it's not like not stretching, you know, makes it impossible for me to function in any way. It just makes functioning different enough that it bugs me. Yeah, I can't get that flexible most of the time. I can get into splits really easily after, like, barely any practice, but... I always wanted to do gymnastics as a kid, but gymnastics was, like, really expensive to get into in my area, so, like, my parents never were able to afford it. And, you know, the time constraint of, like, having to make it to stuff was just not a possibility when I was one of 3 kids, and my mom was always busy with my little brothers, especially my middle brother, since he was the one that was being diagnosed autistic, and she was dealing with, like, bringing him to counseling and OT and all that, because we had to bring him to OT for a long time for, like, his motor skills and stuff. Yeah, fair. Oh yeah. I mean, it's the same theory as, like, my family. All 3 of us of the kids are autistic, me and both of my brothers, but only one of us got diagnosed. Ever. Until I became an adult and started seeking diagnosis. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it flies under the radar for a lot of kids, especially like you said, you kind of talked a little about how your brother has a lot of support needs and stuff, so it's kind of like a lot of times parents will get really caught up in, like, the support needs for one child and not really register what's going on with the other child as much, as far as diagnosis and stuff like that sometimes. Yeah. It happens too. I mean, being that I am born female, it's also very different, like, presenting for autism compared to, like, the normal research being about males, especially male children. Yeah, it's a very wide spectrum, and unfortunately, if you don't fit into the very stereotypical mainstream, what they've made most of the research based off of, they don't tend to notice or diagnose you very easily. Yeah, but even then, like, they have a lot of the research is based off, like, specific aspects of autism. Like, for example, a lot of the research and a lot of the diagnostics use the stereotype that people that are autistic cannot properly understand emotions or relate to emotions, and that's actually vastly inaccurate. There are actually people that are autistic that get hyper awareness of emotions and hyper empathetic and stuff like that, but they don't realize that. They just think that it's like autistic people have no empathy, they have no ability to connect with emotions and stuff, and it's like, that's not true. Fair. It's a perfectly understandable want. I think the reason I realized I was autistic the most was the second that I moved out of my mom's house. Actually, the second that I was, like, old enough to not really follow my mom's, like, routine and stuff, and started doing things on my own, I was realizing that I needed that routine really badly, and I started having bad meltdowns and stuff, and I was like, hey, this looks a lot like when my little brother has meltdowns and he's diagnosed. And then I just, like, spiraled down the concept of, like, researching it and talking to therapists and talking to psychiatrists and all that nonsense. It's annoying because I'm still technically only half diagnosed, because I've gotten a diagnosis from, like, 4 different therapists, but they're not qualified enough to put it on, like, your official medical chart. and then the only psychiatrist that has given me an actual diagnosis goes, oh yeah, but I'm actually not specialized in autism, so I don't have the authority to put that on your medical chart. But you do have autism. Okay, thanks. Yeah. It's practically impossible to be diagnosed with autism without spending hundreds on thousands of dollars when you're an adult, especially someone that doesn't present typical to autism. Because pretty much any of the autism specialists around are specifically specializing in children, in child autism, so fun times. Yeah, it's fantastic. And then I still get nonsense from the person that I live with about, well, you're not officially diagnosed on paper, so you can't say you're autistic. Blech. Go to hell. My friggin' mother's diagnosed, my little brother's diagnosed, my other little brother just doesn't want to get a diagnosis, but has been told like 20 times that he's autistic from professionals and just keeps ignoring them. And then I've been pursuing diagnosis. Yeah, I don't think you would have a conversation. I don't think it would be words. Yeah. My father's just about beat you to it. Anytime I talk about anything about this to my father, he's like, I swear to God. Yeah. I tried to even be respectful of the fact that he's sober and ask him about what his opinion was about me trying to, like, be able to drink on Saturday at the barbecue that I'm going to, because he's not going to be there until after he gets out of work, which is, like, 6 or 7 p.m. So I was like, you know, I have plenty of time to, like, have some drinks and then still be, like, sober again and, like, normal by the time he gets there, and so therefore he doesn't have to, like, see me drinking or see me drunk or anything. And I tried to be, like, respectful of it and ask him about what his opinion was, and he just was like, well, if you're drinking, I'm not showing up. And I'm like, okay. Jeez. And I mean, he has a right to that. He's an adult. He doesn't want to be around it. But it's like, yeah. But, like, I was asking for his opinion, so, like, if he wasn't comfortable with it, I don't do it around him. And he's just like, well, and I'm like, okay, sorry. Yeah. I agree. I found a mushroom. I found a lot of sand. I kind of just, like, fixated on mining a ton of sand, and I don't exactly know how much I have, but I'm coming back with it. I think. I don't know if I'm going the right direction. No! I have terrible luck with batteries. Like, everything in my house needs AA batteries, and I don't have any more AA batteries, so I'm kind of just, like, scavenging and taking batteries from one thing to put it in another thing that's more important at the time. That costs money, yeah. Oh, my phone keeps going. My dad's throwing a hissy fit in the family group chat, so that's fun. I mean, understandable, because he told So we, like I told you, we're doing like a family barbecue and everything. This Saturday, and he told everyone September 21st that it's on the 11th of October, and please let him know who plans to attend. And only 2 people in the family said they were coming, and then today like 4 other people in the family said they were coming when it's on Saturday. And he's like, why is it so hard to reply like I asked and let me know ahead of time? I mean, people change their minds, yeah, but also, like, it's a common thing in my family. Because my dad gets really stressed out about barbecues because he's the one that does all the cooking and everything for it. So he's, like, he has to, like, be able to get all the food in, like, know how much he's gonna cook and all that. And, like, luckily this time they're at least letting him know a couple days before. But, like, it used to be the last couple of years, some people would just show up without saying they were going to be there, so there wasn't even, like, enough food. And then I think one of the years, everyone didn't tell him they were coming until, like, the day before, which is also kind of hard because it's, like, you can't prepare in time. Yeah. 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 Yeah, my uncles used to do that a lot until my dad started, like, completely bitching them out for doing that sort of stuff, so now they're a little bit more respectful. Like, they were asking... I mean, my dad's guilty of not doing things a lot, too, so it's, like, whatever about it, you know? Because, yeah, he messaged both of my uncles in the group chat, like, 2 days ago. Oh, yeah, I'll let you guys know what you need to bring or what's on the list that you can bring type of thing by the end of today. And then they were in the group chat again today, like, it's been 2 days, have you figured out what we need to bring or what we can bring yet? But yeah, I don't know, my dad just gets easily ticked by a lot of things, so it's whatever. I'm used to it. It just cracks me up to watch, like, the little bits of drama in the family group chat. And I had to notify one of my cousins myself because he's not even in the family group chat. I don't know why, but it's whatever. I think my father just kind of assumes that it'll get back to him because his brother and sister and mother are all in the group chat, but it's like, why are they all in the group chat and he isn't? Hello? I really hope I get to see that cousin, though. I told him about it, like, 2 weeks ago, so I'm hoping he made time. I want him to show up so bad. I miss him. Damn. Fair. Fair. Yeah, that's like how I wanted to, straight up clock someone in the face, and you know who the someone is, last night, because he tried having the audacity to say that my mom would cheat on her now ex-husband, and that's why they were getting divorced, and I was like, nah. I don't take kindly to that sort of talk about my family. I'm all set. He was like, yeah, she must have done something to make him want to divorce her. And I'm like, for one, she's the one getting the divorce. For two, she didn't do anything. He's like, not that she told you at least. And I'm like, shut the fuck up right now. I swear to God, dude. You can say stuff about me all you want, but you start saying stuff about my mama, I'm a mama's kid a lot of the time. Same thing goes for my brothers, though. Like I told you, I've definitely cut a lot of people out of my life for making fun of my little brother and stuff. I don't do that. I don't play like that. Oh yeah, shoot, I already forgot. I have to go downstairs real quick, so I'm gonna get off stream. Not like off, like stop stream, but I'm just like gonna sit in here AFK for a second. Because I have to go downstairs and get stuff out of the freezer. Out of the freezer. Here's some more wood in case you need more wood. I don't know if you need more wood, but here you go. I will drop it on your character. I wish you could put leads on players, because I would put a lead on myself and just lock myself to a fence post for fun. Yeah. There haven't been any cool Pokemon. I mean, I've already told you I wear collars and definitely would put myself on a leash anytime. I saw someone, oh my god, I was like, cool person, cool person, cool person, because they were literally walking around with a collar and a leash on. Yeah. Collars are fun. 10 out of 10 experience. I wore chokers a lot growing up, like choker necklaces, and then I switched to collars as an adult. Choker necklaces were super common when I was young, like especially like early teenage years. I mean, they sell them like everywhere here because they're like a fashion thing and everything. So there's a lot of them. Yeah, vapes are constant now. I agree. I actually own 2 or 3. I own non-nicotine ones though, because I like the fixation of smoking, but I don't like nicotine, so I just use like non-nicotine vapes, which still isn't good for you, but whatever. Sad. I want to just take that all away. Take it all away. Okay. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna do the break thing on chat. I gotta go and take stuff out of the freezer for dinner. So I will be right back. Ugh. Ah, it's stuck in my hair. Ah! My headset was stuck in my hair. That was not a fun time. Anyways, I love you. I'll be right back. Mwah. have returned. I also forgot to say, I got to see a lot of animals today, so that was fun. I had to pet a bunch of goats, and I tried to pet sheep, but the sheep were shy. And I held a bunny. I did not pet you. Sad. Fair. I like that. No, I like that. That was awesome. Accurate statement. No! You are not. No. I don't think so. I think it's all in the furnaces. There's a bunch in the furnaces. I will get some more cooking. It looks good. Ta-da! Anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Hi. I didn't make your controller batteries, love. I'm not a robot, I swear. Run. I'm not a robot. Hi. I wasn't anywhere. I was nowhere. No, I did not. I wish it was vanilla Minecraft where you could hold torches and they exude light. yeah, I forgot that's a thing. I was gonna invade the house with a bunch of copper golems for no good reason. We have pumpkins. Yeah. Yeah, because you had a lot. The world where you were mining a bunch. I think it's 1 copper block and 1 pumpkin. Damn. You'd have a whole army. My head is killing me. Yeah. I don't hate your accent. Hi. Are you stuck? I'm coming. I'm coming. You light up my world. Anyone joins the stream and we're just sitting here bouncing at each other. Yeah, it's just me talking to myself, bouncing. Pig. Oh. Whoa. How'd you get up there? I can't parkour, you should know this by now. He got this, he's so smooth. Just I can't make it. You're like, why do I do this? So my entire windshield for my vehicle is getting replaced next week. It's been cracked since I bought it, which was over a year ago. Like, severely cracked, and I've just been ignoring it. I don't know how it got broken. It was broken when I bought it. And then, in the wintertime, the difference in temperature from the cold outside and putting the heat on inside made it crack even more. Damn. That would not have been comfortable. They're pretty sturdy. Yeah, so it's towards the pillager post direction. Yeah, you're right. I'll be there when I done get these. Oh, I'm getting a phone call.
I have to get off, sadly. You know, sad. Sad. I have more wood for you. I have a bunch of copper for you, a bunch of pumpkins for you, and I have some iron for you. I just give you everything I own. Not kill you. No. Nah. Nah. I'll keep pestering you in text, but I have to go off streaming games and stuff for the night. I know, me too. Nah. I love you. Mwah. Bye. Save it. And for anyone watching stream, thank you to all y'all that have tuned in tonight. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night. And be sure to take your rinse, drink some water, eat some food, get some sleep, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.